Hello everyone, this is Shruti and today I'm going to show you how to style one sari in 3 different ways with just some simple styling tips. You can go from traditional to modern or formal to casual. So here goes. So first we're going to start with draping the sari the traditional way. I've already started with the basics. I'm wearing a shapewear to give this a more defined curvy look. I'm also wearing my shoes on, which helps with where you want to start with your height. I've taken the pallu, which usually rule of thumb is to keep it a little longer than your knee. And I've started with the corner of the sari and started it on the right side and taken one drape. And now I'm going to show you how to do the pleats. So we'll start off with this side to give it a little bit more of shape and curve. We can pin it here on the right side. And then the rule that should be followed or makes it simpler or better is you try and hold your sari a bit to the left and then you start your pleat so that it falls exactly in the center where your belly button is. You use your right hand. You start with, I think, making the first pleat the largest that you can, the widest your fingers can go. And I'm just going to keep pleating. Then you leave a little bit like that. This is a flowy sari, so you will need to adjust the pleats a bit as you go. So once you're done with the pleats, you place them exactly where your belly button is. The end of the pleats should be right at where your belly button is. And then you take this extra piece of cloth and you can adjust it under your pallu like that. So now that I'm done with the pleats, I'm going to the pallu. So traditionally, people like to keep it pleated, but I like it the floating way, so that's how I'm going to keep it. And then another pro tip while pleating or pinning rather the sari is either to put a pin here, right here in the front or at the very back, because generally when you put the pin at your shoulder point, it tends to ride up the sari, which is not very comfortable. And also to make it a little more simpler with movement, you can pleat it a little bit and hold it this way. I'm going to move to the accessories to finish the look. I'm going to start with these traditional gold jhumkas, and it's also important to note that it's nice to try and go with the color scheme of the sari when you're working with jewelry. So these are the earrings I'm going with. Before I place the back, I'm just putting a little button so that my ears don't get sensitive with the earrings. And then I'm going to add this 2-layer kundan necklace that I have. It's very simple, or not so simple maybe. Some bangles and a watch. And for the most part, that's mostly the finished look. So that's the final look of the traditional way to tie the sari. The second look we're going for today is a fusion look, and I'm picking this Dhoti style drape. To start off with, I've just worn a crop top and leggings, which is very simple to find, and I've also pinned up the sari already. So the way to prep is that you pleat your sari, the pallu part of it, and you place it on your shoulder and you allow it to be a little flowing until the ground, like it could be a little longer as well, and you pin it up exactly at the shoulder and at the very bottom here at the end. And to start, after that, you pick up the point where you have pinned the place on your shoulder and the complete other end of the sari, and you match them together and you find the middle point, which I'm going to do right now. so that you will see why you need that. Okay, so when you find the middle point, it has to be here, and then you take two corners and it's a bit loose. Okay, yeah, you take it closer to your waist and you tie a knot of sorts. You can double tie it to secure it more tightly. And then you take the left side, your left, which applies to you, and you place it in between your legs. And then the part that comes after you place it in between your legs, you pleat it like a normal pleat, like how you would do on a regular sari. And then I'm just going to pin it right there. And you have to tuck it in the back, and right before you tuck it in, you can just adjust it a bit so that you get the fall that would be required for the dhoti style. And then you tuck it right in the middle at the back. So I've just picked up the right side of the sari, the point at which we pinned it, where we kept it on the shoulder, the furthest pin. And you go in between your legs. And then you first place it over your shoulder. The pin won't come exactly on your shoulder, it'll come a little lower, which is the idea of it. And then there are some loose bits on the right side which you can tuck in. You can pleat it if you wish, if it's a bit loose, just for the look. You can adjust it based on how it's looking when you drape it. And then you just tuck it in a bit on the right side. I'm just adjusting it a bit. That's for the most part the draped style. So I've just adjusted it a little bit to make the flow look a lot more natural, and I've adjusted it here with the pleats and tucked it in, and this is mostly the draped look. I'm going to accessorize it to give it some more extra character. I'm going to start with a belt, a waist belt. You could use any waist belt that you have. And then I'm going in with silver rings. And then these very cute silver elephant earrings that I'm going in with. And then just to finish it, I'm wearing a watch. I'm just gonna tie my hair in a high ponytail. And that's the final look for this fusion sari with the dhoti style. So that is the final look. So the third look that we have for today is called an infinity sari look. I've started off with just a full sleeves t-shirt, in this case black, and some leggings, and I've taken the sari and draped it like a regular one, just starting off from the left side and moving one step around. And then you can prep it by pleating actually the end of the sari and keeping it on your shoulder and allowing the length to be almost to the ground or actually touching the ground, and you can place one pin over here. And then you take it off and you actually take it around and place it over your left shoulder instead. You keep the pallu as a little longer than your knee, and then you take it like a regular sari. You take the remaining bits of it and you start pleating it like a normal sari itself. So starting from the right side, I'm just pleating it. You tend to get a lot of pleats with this sari when you do it this style. Actually leave a little bit of a loop on the left side. I'm going to roughly pin it over here and then tuck it in. And once I've pleated it, there's this little corner that you can adjust by just tucking it in to the side. And then you take the pleated pallu, the inside layer, the last corner, and I've just pinned it at the bottom, which I'm going to open now because we need it to show the look. So you just take the inside part and you go around your waist, and this little extra bit that you have, you can adjust it a little bit because you'll need to make 1 or 2 pleats at the most. Just with 2 pleats, you tuck it into your waist. So once you've tucked it onto the side, this is most of the look. So you see these loops that come on the side, you have to drape it accordingly so you can adjust it. This is the most of the look, which is the infinity sari look. And now I'm going to just accessorize it to add some more character. I'm starting off with rings, a pair of silver earrings, I'm going to add this chunky necklace for some more jewelry. And at last, adding just a watch. And that is the final look. I'm actually going to untie my hair, but you can style your hair however you'd like. And that's how it looks. And that's all we have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we will try and come up with more styling videos. Until then, like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye-bye.